Welcome to Take 5, a podcast brought to you by Newleaf Training and Development. Each edition is an inspiring interview with a leader worth listening to. Enjoy!
Hey, I'm Paul Butler. I'm one of the client partners at Newleaf Training and Development, and I'm so delighted to be joined today by Katrin Kaehler. Katrin, for 19 years now here at Newleaf Training and Development, we focus on our core purpose of just simply helping people and organizations better manage themselves, lead others, and grow business acumen. I just wondered what would be your recommended best practices to help people and organizations be their best. But please start, though, by telling us a little bit more about who you are, your organization, and what you do and who you serve. So over to you, Katrin, and I'll wrap it up when you're done.
Thank you so much for having me, Paul. Well, I'm the Chief People Officer at UCLA's Continuing Education of the Bar, or CEB for short. CEB's mission is to support California attorneys through high-quality legal research tools and continuing education. We go back all the way to 1947, when we were founded to help veterans returning from World War II to continue practicing law. And that sense of service and reinvention continues to guide us today. To your question, when I think about best practices to help people and organizations be their best, three things rise to the top. First, I believe that you need alignment between individual passion and organizational need. I always look for that overlap between a person's strengths, interests, and values and the work an organization really needs done. For me, that's the magic zone where engagement can thrive. When someone gets to use their talents in service of something meaningful, work becomes energizing instead of draining. And leaders should be curious about what drives their people, not just performance metrics, but motivations. Second, build a culture that supports both innovation and well-being. At CEB, we've defined 4 core values: well-being, innovation, service, and excellence. And those aren't really just words on a wall. We actively look at how our systems, from being a remote organization to how we recognize people, support the well-being of our team members, how we can creative problem solving, and provide authentic and quality service to our customers. CEB's employees see and appreciate the investment in our culture. This year's employee survey results actually show that CEB ranks in the top 25 percentile of over 6,000 companies. So culture, in my view, becomes real if it shows up in everyday decisions. And lastly, I think never stop learning is also an important message to deliver as an individual or as an organization. We serve lifelong learners. We expect that of ourselves too. I believe that organizations grow when their people grow. That means investing in development, encouraging experimentation, and recognizing that missteps and mistakes are part of the learning process. One of my favorite initiatives has been tying leadership development to our values and strategic goals. So it's not just training, it's transformative. At the end of the day, being your best as a person or an organization is about staying grounded in purpose while being open to change. And when people feel seen, supported, and challenged in the right ways, I think the results can be extraordinary. And, well, those are the key aspects I wanted to share with you today.
Katrin, I really appreciate those. And if I may, just immediately stuck in my mind when you mentioned wellness, if I got that, innovation, service, and excellence, because I thought, I'm sure there's no mistake in that spells out the word wise.
You're absolutely correct. Yes.
I just love that. It's really, really cool. And I also, as well, if I could just reflect on, I love the way that you mentioned about tying in any training initiatives into the values of an organization. So it's not just a training class, it's kind of transformational and there's really a purpose to it. I really like that. Thanks again for taking a few minutes with us today. If I
Thank
could
you
just
for
give
having me.
Thanks, Katrin. If I could just give a shout out to the subscribers to keep an eye on the events page for the activities that we have going on throughout the course of the year, and a couple of book clubs as well coming up later on in the year. Katrin, Could I offer you, from an Englishman to a German, both of us living here in this beautiful state and country of California, USA, could I offer you a virtual high five?
Absolutely, go for it.
Katrin, thanks ever so much. I really appreciate you being here today.
Enjoyed being here. Thanks again.
I hope you found that interview useful, and if you did, feel free to rate, review, and share this podcast. We'll be back next week with another episode, and we also invite you to check out our other weekly podcast, Going the Extra Mile, which is sure to lift your spirit and encourage you in today's working world. Bye for now.